Yeah. Hey. It all started back with me and you were broken. When we were trying to paint a picture with no focus. Still three holding back in our emotions. There's no way we accept it to devotion. Cause we set the potion. We like the potion. And we just been rushing it. I never got to know you. And you've been sunny California where the girls get strong. And the world is racist. And you're ready to explode. You say you don't need no one. But you out here looking for love. And you don't know what you even want. But you say that you're in love with me. I take my eyes off you. And you do what you do. I never thought that I'd be the fool. See me and think about you, my love. I take my eyes off you. And you do what you do. I never thought that I'd be the fool. See me and think about you, my love. My love, my drug, you crush me, I'm caught up. Your touch, your love, you fuck me, now I'm stuck. My love, I guess I'm just a fool for everything you are in love with me and never wanted to be known. Why you had to do me like that? I guess it's running like a good lifestyle. I take my eyes off you, and you do what you do. I never thought that I'd be the fool. See me and think about you, my love. I take my eyes off you, yeah, and you do what you do. I never thought that I'd be the fool. See me and think about you, my love. Yeah. Yeah. Look. My love, you're not the one to blame. Put my heart in chains, and why get this way? Cause I was running game when you was trying to play, and now that you won't stay, I'm having a hard time letting you go. Yeah, can't believe I lost my control. And I lost you to someone you don't even know. I take my eyes off you, and you do what you do. I never thought that I'd be the fool. See me and think about you, my love. I take my eyes off you, and you do what you do. I never thought that I'd be the fool. See me and think about you, my love. Hey, let's give it up. Let's give it up. Appreciate that. This next song I got, is called "You Are Loved," and I made this back home. I really don't need this microphone. Okay. I made this back home. I made it about somebody that I love as a person, but they don't really love themselves. And so I wanted them to know that without being like so obvious about it, you know, like being like, oh, I wrote this song about you. So I just made it a general song. So I need you guys' help with me, right? So when I say you are, I want you guys to say loved, okay? You are? Okay.
Love.
You are?
Love.
You are?
Love.
Okay. I was in a room with 5 people yesterday in Philly. It was louder, I'm not going to lie. So let's see if we can get a little
okay, I got you.
Okay. You are?
Love.
You are?
Love.
Okay, it's 2:19. You see it? You got it? Sure, I got it. Let me see.
What's going? I'll take another.
All right, y'all ready? All right. Don't forget, you are
love.
Yeah. Hey, you can blast him for it. Hey, you can't never ever come shout. So please wave your hands in the crowd. Sing with me if you hear me right now. Cause you are
love.
You can't never ever come shout. So please wave your hands in the crowd. Sing with me if you hear me right now. Cause you are
love.
Yeah, you are erase all the bullshit. I made me a promise and I'ma go do it. Pat me the beat, I'm a fool with it. Jump on the roof, I'm not new to this. Jumping out lines like a college kid. I always knew before I started this. This is my moment to finally live. If this ain't my moment, give it all to him. If this is my moment, I'm proud of it. I always knew I never doubted it. The cards are stacked, but I never quit. I can never forget. I was always in. Not weighing well around, I put time in the gym. Trust in the water, boy, where's your fit? We going big, all marbles in. 10,000 hours, I put it in. Look, you can't never ever come shout. So please wave your hands in the crowd. Sing with me if you hear me right now. Cause you are love. You can't never ever kind of shout. So please wave your hands in the crowd. Sing with me if you hear me right now. Cause you are love. You are love. Love, love, love. You are love. You are love. Love, 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 love. You are love. Hey, hey, yeah. Let's look back. Come on. Hey, hey, hey. Come on. Really clap, go, yeah. There you go. Hey, hey, hey. Let's get our hands up right here. Look. You can't never come shout. So please wave your hands in the crowd. Sing with me if you hear me right now. Cause you are love. You can't never come shout. Please wave your hands in the crowd. Sing with me if you hear me right now. Cause you are love. Yeah. I appreciate that very much. Maybe I can get one more. Go ahead. You see the next one, it says 32. I think y'all know the original to this one. This one's a little different than You Are Loved. But let's start it from the beginning. Yeah, that one right there. Mm-hmm. Can you start it from the beginning? Hey. Yeah, there we go. Turn me up a little bit. Yeah. You guys know the original?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey. You got a nigga, but you let her run around. Okay. Girl, I ain't mad at the way you put it down. You shut it down every time you come to town. Earthquakes come alive when you make it bounce. You got a nigga, but you let her run around. Hey, I ain't mad at the way you put it down. You shut it down every time you come to town. Earthquakes come alive when you make it bounce. Now make that thing go, go, go. Girl, make that thing go, go, go. Make it go. Girl, make that thing go, go, go. Girl, make that thing go, go, go. Make it go. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. You got a nigga, but you out here trying to get it. I ain't mad that you spinning. I ain't letting you go in the back like you right from the beginning. Get the bounce, get the bounce, get the bounce, get the bounce. We playing with the ball up the tennis. You gon' turn me to a menace. Girl, I'm nothing like Dennis. I go inside her mouth just like a dentist. I penetrate like a sprinter. If that's to my penis, you gon' make me fuck it up. You got a nigga, but you love to run around. Hey, I ain't mad at the way you put it down. You shut it down every time you come to town. Earthquakes come alive when you make it bounce. You got a nigga, but you love to run around. I ain't mad at the way you put it down. You shut it down every time you come to town. Hey, earthquakes come alive when you make it bounce. Now make it thing go, go, go. Girl, make it thing go, go, go. Hey, make it thing go, go, go. Girl, make it thing go, go, go. Make it go. Go, go, go. Hey, hey. There we go. I like that. Hey. Hey. You got a nigga, but he never in the picture. You got a nigga, but he always in the mission. Hey. You got a nigga, but he never in the picture. You got a nigga, but he always in the mission. Hey, hey, hey. You got a nigga, hey. You got a nigga, but he never in the picture. You got a nigga. You got a nigga. You got a nigga, but he never in the picture now. You got a nigga, but you let her run around. Girl, I ain't mad at the way you put it down. You shut it down every time you come to town. Earthquakes come alive when you make it bound. Hey, hey, when you make it bound. Yeah. You guys can find me on Instagram. It's at PLC Dante. PLC. I appreciate you guys. You guys so mad love. Yeah, I'm going to 50 states, 50 days, and
I just wanted my music to be heard, so.
There you go.
And thank you guys for your appreciation. Have a nice day.
All right.
You too. Say funny.
Riley loves you.
Yes, Riley's here for it.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. I got two. Okay. At least one to have. Yeah. I'm gonna send it to you. I got
Dante, D-O-N-T-E, T-A-N-T-E.
D-A-N-T-E.
Okay.
D-A. Yeah, you can just hear it.
All right. Anybody else want to go next?
After him.
I got you right. All right, free.
All right, Gator.
Man, then ain't nobody want to go behind you.
Right.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Come on, man. All right, here we go. It's an old piece. Some of y'all familiar with All the Way Up.
Hold it, my dick.
Just check it out. You got it, Capri?
I got it.
Okay, there you go. There you go.
Come on, man.
I got it. I froze up. I was going through the lines. There you go. Backed up all safety. Don't get your cat peeled. 2022, I'm for real. This is that year. See, I'm taking it all back. I've been on the scrimmage, so I'm rummaging. Them haters always mad because I'm near. They can't stomach me. Call it like it is. Soapbox Ministries. Always in your feelings, pretending to be a friend of me. Outcast. Black sheep. Dope wildebeest. See, if God cut the path for me, best believe I'ma eat. 30 pounds later, chewing fried fish tail, chilling down in Florida, eating dirty rice and oxtails. Foxtails. You can't sell what you can't tell. I don't need a lucky tail to go to hell, no foxtails. Put me in the box, better yet a fish shell, and watch me act a fool like a biker doing fish tails. Oh yeah, a red picture with a smile. Reintroduce myself like you ain't seen me in a while. He got a new style. Turn the colors red and blue. Test me if you want it, but daddy, it's on you. I speak the truth. Tend to flow from the dome, but this a write down. I don't mean to kill your flame, little homie. Turn that light down. This bigger than words, my lord. This a lifestyle. Them sucker MCs better pipe down right now. Misrepresenting the culture, we chilling like we some vultures. Let the media mold us and take away from the hopeful. The children shooting up schools and teachers carrying holsters. A lot of claiming game with a lot of really jokers too. You really think it's a game like this is cool? Well, let somebody smack your mama and shoot up your child's school. See you be on the swivel, watching through your peripheral. Dudes coming in twos and bullets looking identical. Ooh. Life you chose, lifestyle, rock and roll. Put him on a decline and he really feel the rocky roll. Lock and load, shot, block him with Mutombo. Guard on my side, we feasting eating that gumbo. Yeah. You ain't his stories about his son, no. You got it. See, he in the flesh night gone, lifted like gun smoke. Don't mind the media. See, that ball was really blunt, though. He pulled out his whip and pulled the stunt, though. But yeah, he died for you. You and you. Proven. See, he was tried and true. He came to kill the pain from when your real daddy lied to you. The way, the truth, the light, the way to God, he still provides for you. What seems to make sense could be the logical, probably, man. But I ain't speaking as if what I'm saying is hypothetical. See, I serve a living God and his living art that's masterful. His literary art led back to Christ, but that's classical. Gave me a greater love, fantastical. Sheesh. The Holy Spirit baptismo. Borderline Debo. My life changed when I entered his light in street clothes. I'm still fighting Limo. He's my alter ego. Took me a little while to stand up. Now I'm all the way. Yeah. All right. Who's coming up next? We want to keep a rotation going.
I'm going before Johnny. That's
you go.
Johnny go before me.
Stephen Park,
he ain't going before me.
You should introduce yourself before
I'm
you.
King Parks.
Oh, hold on. All right, go.
My name is King Parks. Been knowing these brothers a while through the poetry scene. Yeah. I just came through to slide through and support my brother and drop some new material and just have fun with it. So this is called my expose. My heartbeat used to make the sound boom, 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 boom. When my post attracted to your post whenever you was around. But somehow when we was together, that sexual insinuation became my procrastination. I was a man in my bag of tricks. Instead, I chose masturbation. This is my expose. No longer could I look for example in past relationships that my brothers let me view. They say the intimate bond between a woman and man can make for a sacred crew. Well, I say a man becoming a man and taking that journey, well, that's sacred too. You was the boat that held me together, not some sacred screw. This is my expose. And blame, BLAME, because looking at me ain't easy. And blame, BLAME, because looking at me ain't easy. And that was my MO. Then I started looking at the man in the mirror and my shit got exposed. This is my expose. Did I see the warning signs or did I choose not to look? They say lack of communication leads to separation, a chapter out of history's books. This is my expose. When I look at you, it's like looking at snow-capped mountains in the Aspens or blue waters off the coast of the French Maldives. But like these faraway destinations with no passport, you were so far away. Then my imagination became my infatuation. And that gave way to realization. And realization gave way to understanding that I can close those distances if I make you my destination. This is my expose. They say that you don't miss your water until your well runs dry. I'm just speaking what's spoken and exposing man's pride. This is my expose. I'm King Steve.
All right, Johnny. You got it.
You did that to me, man.
Come on, man.
Shoot.
Had to go before you.
No,
All right,
man.
hold on. I got just the camera. We're
Okay.
you a little tone.
It's a little tone.
I got you.
I can sit down.
No, unless you want to.
No, I'm good.
Introduce yourself, boy.
All right, peace and love, y'all. I'm a Johnny Kimbone, artist, poet, want to be an actor and all of that stuff.
Nah, you an actor.
You know, but it's good to be in the house with y'all. You messed me up, man. You got me. I'm gonna go back old too. This is called Disillusion Reality. You know, my science is acting, so y'all be mine. We live in a world trapped between the false precepts of reality and the universal truth. Thinking that a round ball is going to liberate our happenstance, perhaps even spitting in a booth. The definitions of progress and freedom are distorted, not to mention love. Many await the man above. Many await the man above, while others divest energy and resources in attempts to destroy and rule. Kids know the latest raps, and little girls can twerk like Miley, but can't read. Some even struggle just to spell the word school. Social media is a place to blast substance-lacking, drama-filled waste. Concerned about the season finale of Empire, as opposed to how Monsanto was controlling how their food tastes. We live in a world trapped between the false precepts of reality and the universal truth. Food stamps, drugs, children, and even lies constantly get sold. At what point does one open all three eyes and realize that everything that glitters ain't gold? Chicago streets are flooded with black folk playing by their own rules, yet no one is mentioning that the Windy City has recently closed about 50 schools. Countless hours are spent on cell phones, even more spent on making drones, yet less on why and how they are all made. More focus needs to be on which direction we're headed in as a people and less on a LeBron James trade. Skin bleaching and kidnapping is on the rise as politicians battle the issue of same sex. Crippled communication is destructive, like the 17-year-old who died driving while trying to send a text. So what's next? See, we live in a world trapped between the false precepts of reality and the universal truth. The system of white supremacy has totally disillusioned our youth. Instead of being taught about genocide and being exterminated off this planet, get this. They know the latest gossip about the personal life and relationship of Janet. Well, Miss Jackson, if you're nasty. And speaking of nasty, something just ran past me. See, it's no wonder that we won't last beat. Because everything that's meant always will and always has been. Come, a complete distortion of truth. Young souls bragging about popping bottles. Young souls bragging about popping bottles while others desperately seeking attention to become half-naked Instagram models. Hop on Craigslist for some cheap thrills. Catch up on some fake beef between Drake and Meek Mill. Spend money on Jay-Z concerts as he pays Beyonce's bills. All while the pastor's lying on Sundays. But y'all don't hear me. Appreciate that, y'all.
Let's go, Queen.
I'm reading.
Okay. Come on, Raven.
As I move forward facing the horizon, my thoughts lift me in a vertical direction, hailing all that is righteous and giving praises to the one that has given me grace, and to pay homage to those that have made a lifetime worth of sacrifices that have enabled me to stand before you today. Realizing my road aren't nearly as hard as those that traveled them before me, but like them, I will live my life in the service to the betterment of mankind. But today I declare myself free. I am free from those that try to bind me by chains, both mental and physically, with anticipation of broken promises that you knew would never belong to me, and by the memories vividly sang by Ella of strange fruits swinging from southern trees. I am free from that Willie Lynch theory that for a time forced my mind to hate that which I could not be. And I am free from thinking that those misconceptions of inalienable rights like life, liberty, and happiness do not apply to me. I am free from looking for reparations, which in my mind would be modern day slavery. So here's your IOA. So here's your IOU for your 40 acres and your mule. That's too much damn work for me. Because I am not, because I will not accept your handout, because I'm a woman, strong, Black, and abled. But I will take this chair right next to you, or better yet, at the head of your table. I understand that these freedoms woven into my destinies from seamstresses that came before me. So like them, I will walk in their same footsteps, possessing their same virtues of pride, honor, and dignity. I will conscientiously make the unpopular choice to combat social injustice right here in my own backyard. And I will continue the civil rights struggle to make these states united under one God. I will continue the fight of our heroes even after they've come and gone. I will pick up the cross that they left behind and carry it as my own. I will understand that the weight that I carry is not for what's at stake today, but like our leaders who came before, I'll bear it for our children's sake. Now, since I've told you some things that don't apply to me, I think it's only fair that I tell you some things that I will never be. I will never be the type of woman who will sit and wait for something to happen. To see something wrong and take no action. We'll talk about my people because of something that they're lacking. We'll notice injustice in the community, but won't issue a plan of attacking. We'll have no ideas of my own, but we'll have complete satisfaction in knowing I saw a chance to change the world, but missed the opportunity to make it happen. We'll walk around all day with a smile on my face, but don't worry, I'm just acting. We're here about an ill in society that doesn't apply to me, so I won't have a reaction. We'll knowingly hear false accusations, but won't issue the facts. As a matter of fact, I'm not the type of woman that will be any of that. I will bridge the gap that was left behind by my civil rights leaders like Miss Rosa Parks and Miss Coretta Scott King. I will accept the responsibility in the wake of their absence to continue to be the dream. I will walk with my head held high always, yet with humility I will demand respect. And I won't accept anything from you, then from myself I can't expect. When offered the possibility for malice with a loud voice, I will reject it. And every chance I get to lend a helping hand, I'll take it. Here, it's yours to accept it. Today, I declare myself free. Do you?
Yeah.
Okay, y'all. Hey, y'all. You already know who I am, guys. All right.
What's up, Free?
What's up? Hey, y'all. All right, this is why I can't never be serious, y'all. I'm fine. Okay. This is called Black Man. Black Man. In Spanish, hombre negro. In French, homme noir. And in Creole, neg noir. Whatever they call you, know that you are a king. Adjust your crown. I embody an apology of anyone who ever made you feel inadequate. But every time you felt your emotions weren't valid or as if they were not enough, this is your season of Ayana Fix My Life. So let it out. Let me dig deep and expose your tattered hearts. The bruising from forcibly holding down emotions can cause a reaction of seesawing with longevity of your relationships. As you attempt a relation without the ship, depreciating your crown and sowing your seeds to relieve a temporary depression. Ensued by social media popularity, doing it for the gram, for the hearts, likes, and shares is modern day insanity. Then voyaging a pretentious truth with no compass, decided not to follow down mental health passage, finding instant gratification and physical thrills. I see the facade, your defense mechanism. I bypass your plastic smile and I see the pain. So take rest in my bosom. Let's inhale these positive affirmations. I'm enough. I have purpose. I have the power to change my circumstances. As youth, they assisted in drying up your internal rivers with their lies. Exhale the filth that they've implanted. Real men don't cry. Emotions equal weakness. No tears, little soldier. Let's out any insecurity that they nestle deep in within your core. Let's weep in the shower together until you're ready to face self. We can agree that the steam caused precipitation to fall from your tear ducts until you're ready to be vulnerable. So Black Man, hombre negro, or may noir, neg noir. There's an I love you sitting between parched lips because you are enough. Back straight, head tall, crown right. Just know until you can cry, I'll cry for you.
Come on now. Let's try to get over it.
Introduce yourself, poet.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Blessings. I'm Camille Sabali. Thank you. So I'm gonna have a new piece that I wanted to share, kind of piggybacking off of the conversation that you guys had today about parenting. This piece is actually about my mother, and I wanted to add in to say, sometimes as parents, we definitely do everything. Like, we do the best that we can, and so when you guys are saying to give ourselves grace, we definitely need to do that, because what we give our kids is the best of us. And looking back, with my mom, when you're young, you don't understand everything that your parents are doing. You're mad at them, hate them for certain things. But, looking back, we kind of come to a point where we can understand that they did the best that they could do. And so that at any point, whenever she was doing, or he was doing, it was the best they can give at that time. And so, gotta love and appreciate that. So
Absolutely.
this piece is dedicated to my mom. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. And sometimes in the morning when I wake up, I cry uncontrollably, unbearably in pain with this gaping hole in my chest, knocked through my body like my breath was taken when I fell backwards. And I want to run after her, but my body won't move because I can't go where she goes. It's not my time to visit that yet. So I'm trying to hold on to her face, to her smell. I pray that I'll never forget. I promise I'll never let go, because I was that seed that he planted. I was that freedom she wanted, that symbol of love, yet a reminder that he wasn't really hers yet, or never and forever will he be. So she loved me with everything she had, and she held me so tightly that at times I couldn't breathe, and she hated herself for it. She loved me and resented me. She resented him. She resented her. She loved him, but he was never there. So she tried to give me the wisdom he had naturally that she had to learn, or send me to learn myself, what should have been mine, or should I say gifted from my ancestors. She tried. And I searched for the missing pieces, growing in pieces, half of me missing, half of me resisting her, blaming her, shaming her. And sometimes I feel like a motherless child. And I think back to those moments when I didn't understand how hard it must have been for her to do it all alone. But now that I'm grown, I finally get it. Some would say it's too late. Heaven opened and closed its pearly gates, but that's when it all came rushing in. That wisdom that I couldn't get back then. And I love to hate and hate to love and push it away and pull it back. And there I go. I resent that exact feeling. And I burn in my feelings, revealing my truth. That I can't love myself. How could I possibly love you? Or anyone for that matter. And I struggle to matter to myself. I struggle to be more, to be better than that seed that he planted, that seed that feels tainted, that seed that no one can love the way that she loved. And sometimes it feels so alone, like home is home, but it's not her home. So is it really home? Do I really belong, or am I just out here like an orphan, hoping to be adopted, like a motherless child? Thank you. Can I share another one? So this is my favorite piece. So I always feel like I need to share this one. But so I was asked if black was my favorite color, and initially I answered no, it's purple. But then I looked down and realized I was wearing all black everything. It covered my being, which is typical of what people used to sing. And there was a beautiful black king sitting in front of me asking me that question. So I thought to myself at that second that maybe I needed to reevaluate the question. See, I don't think that I ever really considered it a color. I mean, even though I know it shares the same Crayola box as others, to me it's an anomaly, like it's not. It stands alone, holding its own, taking on its own form like a completely different entity, defined individually. How many colors represent so many things differently while remaining the same, unchanged, traveling within its own frequency, providing a space to host the sun, the moon, and the planet sequentially. Allowing the stars to shine brightly, traveling millions of miles so we can enjoy the beauty nightly. Black is as vast as the night can be. And it's there when I close my eyes tightly to sleep and dream in this infinity. I find strength in black. Comfort when I'm uncertain, when I'm grieving, when I'm hurting. And the fact that black represents a person that lifts me, Knowing about the blood that runs through my veins and all the monstrosities that my ancestors overcame, how could I not expect the same for myself? I love it, and I never let anyone judge it. I stand up for it, like a color activist, never a pacifist. I will go hard, violently if need be. I'm just saying, I got his back like that. Me and Black go way back like 2 cigarettes left in the pack, and even then, I prefer Black and miles. The scent made me smile, and now it's just nostalgic. Imagine being surrounded by Black smoke and Black music, and Black culture. I'd be so alone in the zone, feeling it like, there I go, there I go, there I go, there I go, there I go. Pretty baby, you are the soul that snaps my control. It's such a funny thing, but every time I'm near you, I never can behave. You give me that smile and I'm wrapped up in your magic. Music all around me, music, crazy music. And the fashion, classy, expecting nothing less. Everyone's got to have that one little Black dress. Sis, you know the one that I'm saying. The one that turns heads and has everybody saying, damn, when you walk past. Y'all know what I'm saying. And that Black tux on that Black man with that Black watch on that Black hand and those Black shoes so that man can stand as strong as he needs to be. Cold Black cologne smelling so damn good to me. So he asked me if Black was my favorite color. And I thought about it for a second and I said, well, King, I never really considered it a color, but Black is my favorite. Everything. Thank you.
Let's go, King.
Okay.
Travis.
Okay.
You ready?
Yep.
You want the new piece, or you want agape or some love poems?
Give me
We
all.
want to Travis King,
We
bitch.
want
We want the
Alright.
king.
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna do the new one first then.
All right.
All right. He's all tequila sunrise and Japanese whiskey afternoons. Bourbon nights to match tan skin, drunken insomniac fantasies, but I seek rainbows. A treasure that connects a melting pot from Tennessee to NC, Dermite birthrights, Warren County bloodlines, but my Bull City jawline be the outlines that teaches us the seductive vernacular. Hangover essays and detox sonnets, chess moves to make her chest move. I could be her gladiator, her atmosphere, her substance, but most of all, I could be that energy that she can't get enough of. I am what they call the believer in all things love concern. No doubt that I am a trailblazer in that regard, but I recall times when my boundaries had no defense. I was a portal, a sensation for advancement, a token in the in crowd, but most of all, I was target practice. An echo of opinion that immigrated to my frontal lobes, compromising my judgment and overcompensating for whatever I thought I lacked. But time is the healer of all wounds, or at least a carnivore to liquid and rockin'. This transparent Daytona has me to believe that I can wear my 5 chambers on my sleeve and the crown will always be on ice whenever I have the courage to pour out my own poison. I don't want the kingdom, I need the palace. Envious of my ascension with the guys who have climbed the ladder where complexions fade. No wonder the first mic I ever bought was golden. It was told to me once that the holder of all dreams are chosen, but I fought to have my name mentioned whenever the conversations of the greatest is open. I am the ballot.
Come on.
And the extra face on Rushmore, and the fourth quarter is voting season. A check mark for me is a marathon for many. A check make this open is a red scope for any. But I can fill all the boxes that you didn't know you had. And if I planned it, your rotation will be a starting 5 every 365, starring me with the 24-hour countdown, reincarnation of Kobe, choose royalty.
Let's go, bro.
Come on now.
The next one is called Puppet.
All right.
No one ever told me that mental health will be fashionable. I wish I could wear my suicide notes in high school like throwback jerseys. I hope you and your reflection never have a disagreement that will force your mirror to pick a side, Travis King. I have a tendency to pick women who are already taken. Whether I was aware or not, It always seems that Eve comes too early for our Eden to commence.
Go in.
This misfortune can be explained by these strings that have become chain-like to me, constructing my most obscure movements like timidness, awkward posture, and stillness. They even refrain me from approximate aggressiveness, holding me captive to these fantasies I too often quickly develop. Beauty is indeed in the eye of the beholder, but I turn beauty into obsession, controlling, or constantly being controlled by my cerebral attachments. My reward is often curse-dripped in the formality of being submissive in the forms that are unknown. Perhaps my primal urge has mutated my orchid of ill-informed personas into an omnivore spirit animal, conflicted upon textures of the flesh. I want to be cut down so badly, yet love so deeply how these strings morbidly age back.
Rewind.
Never.
Go back. Thank you. I love you.
All right.
You want to be cut down so bad. Go back there.
Perhaps my primal urge has mutated my orchid of ill-informed spirit animals into an omnivore spirit animal, conflicted upon textures of the flesh. I want to be cut down so badly, yet love so deeply how these strings morbidly age back, never seeking rehab to break matter cycles. The eternal tomb, a chance to beam with hollow carnivals. There's no pixels in these eyes, no allegory for my cave to Plato, and my nose actually grows when I speak truth. But if you were to ever glimpse the experience of my soul, you will see that it nooses a mirror with a voice echo saying there aren't any strings on me, only to reveal conditions we place on ourselves. Why am I constantly letting the existence of not being in love control me like fairy tales and mimic folklore that hasn't survived society nor science tell me? Perhaps because I'm addicted to unhappiness. Like spiders that create a web of lies, eight-legged insanity, making the same obstacles over and over again. My honest definition of arachnophobia. Hoping to catch something with equal misery, repeating the inner visions of my family's failed marriages, but being deceptive to any her, playing house in a broken apartment, renting out the best years of our lives, young and restless without a mortgage. So no wonder I question if I'm a man void of vigor of splinters, because all I see is a wooden being in any her's reflection I seek. We all know that water and oak often sponge together like an oxymoron, breathing dummy, waiting to crash into a wave of droughts and dust. I now know why my tears never seem to quench my layers of skin, as I find myself both hollow and defensive and growing out of adolescence, but I never entering manhood. I feel so inadequate in my hours of peace, often spending my time learning another language, just so any hers equator can merge my hemispheres, controlling my tsunamis and making the middle passes of my hurricanes. I'll spin in either direction for you. I can be the mouth to your shadow. I can die as a raindrop in your heat, can resurrect me like evaporation. I can find the silver linings in the lines you reveal are always attached to me. Possess me however you want. Move me like daylight savings so I can work overtime in the winter for your luxury. Exhaust me like currency. Exchange my limbs for your transparent acts. You cut me down.
Because you know it's supposed to be 3, right? Rewind.
All right.
Drop some game, boy.
All right.
Hey.
This ain't easy. I'm learning.
I'll spin in either direction for you. I can be the mouth to your shadow. I can die as a raindrop in your heat, can resurrect my spirit like evaporation. I can find the silver linings in the lines you reveal are always attached to me. Possess me however you want. Move me like daylight savings so I can work overtime in the winter for your luxury. Exhaust me like currency. Exchange my limbs for your transparent acts. You cut me down and pick up my strings to abolish me into a false liberty. You know that I know that I'm foolish. And you know that I like being controlled. As being a puppet is my truest form of freedom. Thank you.
Oh, boy, that's service slash. That's service slash.
Somebody said 30 back. Come on, get.
I want to say exhaust me like curse.
Oh my God.
I'm going to go ahead and do it.
Come on, Malachi.
Okay.
Come on, Malachi. Introduce yourself, boy.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? My name is Malachi, servant of our Lord Jesus Christ.
Okay.
And people will make you think you crazy, right? But let me tell you something. God, he can make you better. no matter what you're going through, you know, whether it be your bills, be it your health or whatever. God is a redeemer, so he can make you better. So walk with me. Uh-huh.
You got music.
Yeah. You got to turn up the master. Yep.
Let's go. You know God can make you better. Check this out.
Check this out. The way it goes out. Looking at this world and think about my life. Think about what I did wrong, you did right. Shouldn't have never listened to the haters giving advice. I should have listened to the Lord when he told me take flight. I guess I earned the bruises when I got in the fight. Now I hearken to his word when he called me at night. I should have loved more, should have made hate, shouldn't have pointed my finger. I really should shown grace. I should abandon all the beef and just vacate. Now I'm clinging on his words like Mayday, and I give it up to him to make a better way. And I'm holding on to him so he can make me great. I'm very contrite. Can't you see my heart? You can see it pulsating, man, glowing in the dark. Only by his grace and mercy that I'm in this. And since I'm bearing all the fruit, he keep me busy. I can never give it to you unless he tell me go and give it. I'm praying to God that he always show forgiveness. Better. God can make you better. My uncle had a problem, he couldn't let it go. Hooked upon the drama at night and all the blow. Held the bottle under his arms, right into his coat. Seen the people die before his eyes, right from the smoke. Yeah, he tried to break the cycle, but he couldn't cope. Cause the elements in the air, they wouldn't let go. Tried to tell him about the love that he was keeping, but he kept getting high on the weekend. He was a slave to the hurt, through the pain and the work, through the things that emerged. Generational curse on his deathbed. Man, he gave it to Christ, and he waved his hands. He got saved that night. So, where you at? What you see? What does it take for you to get free? Will you learn from the living tree and go up and sing? Would you spread upon his words and let them burn in the flame? I don't know. Do the dance. I can see the blood upon your hands. If you don't say and never pray that Jesus Christ is the way to get saved. You ain't fruitful, you better make it up. You gotta be that one, the one to wake them up. So now we let it go, and we let them know that Jesus Christ is saves like a vinegar. If you confess all your sins, he is faithful enough to forgive. So Lord, we love you, you in the midst. You really love this Lord, yeah, you let us live. So we praising our name, we do it every day. When we shaking our hands, yeah, we levitate on his word today. And we meditate, like Peter walk on water, and we levitate. We levitate. God can make you better. God can make you better.
Go, bro. Go. Come on, 100. Introduce yourself, board.
Okay, Hundo.
Come on, 100.
Woke 100. This first piece is dealing with the invasion that happened on Capitol Hill a couple of years ago with the what was the boy's name? Trump. Well, during Trump time, but those Trump boys or whatever they were.
Yeah.
But this piece is called "Prolific Spill." In the pursuit of righteousness, but I'm still ripening through this woke mic, this little light in his image and his likeness. I shine bright, prolific light. Everything I do is prolific. Concepts full of conscious, content, game tight, realistic. Voted from the dirt of the earth, the elements, the evidence. This is not a mystery. Growth order can't arrest my development. Yeah. America most anointed. Congo's drumming. I just want to build. The woke watch America stand still, cracking the windowsills. Insurrectionists, domestic terrorists, try to set it off, knock the cap off the hill. They made a mockery of democracy, snapping and chatting with the 12. He pretended he was Pence when he was seated. 45 was in the Oval smoking, conceited speaking, hyperbole, remnants of treason. Homeschool Junctions was a board, but now it's among us. Check out the facts and the formats, no teaching, no reaching. Educate the dome, Pass me the baton, prolific line breathing. Run off the market, hit the marathon. First, we got to smoke those demons. Unmask them hope dealers. Instantly appearing, new BLM killings. Making millions. Systemic, hidden agendas. Silhouette sketch etch on billboards and b-ball court floors. And now we fighting for our freedom. In and out of court doors. In my peripheral, I see funerals, layoff, payroll deduction. See, I do this for the culture. I build for the structure. Articles of architect, the woken, the chosen. Wild mic smoking. Information intellect sent. God prince. My spill prolific. See, so many years I was missing. So many tears, numb my feelings. Birthed this prolific building. See, I'm in the pursuit of righteousness. But I'm still ripening. Through this woke mic, in its image, in its likeness, we gonna shine bright. Prolific light. Everything I do is prolific. My concepts full of conscious content, game tight, realistic. See, I'm molded from the dirt of the earth, the elements, the evidence. This is not a mystery. Growth order. You can't arrest my development. America most anointed. Congo's drumming. Jewel. Shattered the glass, sealed it, reappeared, resurrected, reinvented, bear witness. My life spill prolific. My scalp itching. My brain cells missing. Antennas vibing and hitting. Quaking the minds of the children. With prolific reasoning. Climbing the wall of the hill. That was savage. Behavior. Uncivil. See the eagle? He got the COVID. He's running the fever. Fire extinguisher. Increase the temperature. Now that was evil. The world was watching in the distance. Eyes on the district. See, their parents called the NGs surrendering, saying we've been defeated. Put the eagle in the hand of Biden and that new American Nefertiti. Prolific. Fire. So this one right here is called Rob Me For My Culture. See, if we build, we can control our will. Alhamdulillah, set the doors, the most high, we adore. If I inspire you, it's intentional. Being woke is pivotal. We don't peoples. Inalienable rights, I thought we was equal. Iblis infiltrated, contaminated the eagle. He went evil, transformed to a vulture. Then he rough, cuffed, snuffed, kidnapped, and hijacked us for our culture. And we still crossed over. See, we were livestock, cargo. They stole us, they sold us. Oxen off, human dope. We was the plug in the bag in the bottom of the boat. Release the captive. That was captured. Polish the character. What's the antidote? Courage conquer fear. Crossing over. We woke walk warriors. See, under the bridge, my water no longer trouble. But I hear the gospel and the babble and the betrayal. Watch their reactions. Convictions, assailant, committed to killing, assailant, vicious assassin of character, crossing over, slow burning candles, at the table gambling, scrap with the hammer, judgment day, smack the table, smashing the gavel, mental actions unraveling, mental actions unraveling factuals, spirituality hanging up in the rafters. That's the narrative. Spiritual elo, rebirth, spread my wings, crossover, sensitive, sensory sentences. See, I was raised in the graves by x-rays. They got it out of the mud. I'm acid reflux. Dry birth. Eyes sitting from the dirt. Know your worth. Conscious. So I preach with cautious. Mishaps, misstep, mental eclipse. Up on my feet. Not in no coffin. Light penetrate the darkness. Dripping and dressing. Rob me for my culture. The mindset I'm repping. Woo. Oh. Y'all made me want to pass around a tray right there. Give you something. I'm glad I went before y'all.
Well, I'm trying to get my memory card here straight. I ran out of space. Is that it for everybody? Hold on. I got one more. Let me get one more.
Yeah, that's a great knowledge bag. Facebook knowledge bag.
Oh yeah, we connected. We connected. Y'all about to go? Yeah. Every 2 weeks, we bring it back now. So you know what I mean?
So we just gotta blast out.
Yeah, that's all. That's it. Yeah, that's it. All right, so every 2 weeks. Yeah, every 2 weeks. Thank you, man. Thank you. So I guess I close out with this piece. You gonna share? You didn't share. You gonna sing?
I can't sing. I really can't. I really cannot sing.
She look like she can sing, Trav. She can sing. She look like she can sing. Yeah. She look like she can sing. Girl, you better get up here.
And I promise you, I will not embarrass myself.
You're not gonna embarrass yourself today? All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Maybe I'll do a poem or something.
Okay, I got you. You want to close out with the poem, then? This is it. Now we're about to shut it down, everybody. You good? You good? You good? Yeah. I got you. All right. So I'm gonna close out with this last piece. This piece right here is called "A King's Mentality." Let me hit you with this right here. We're gonna close out, y'all. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in. If you guys have been watching, thank you. It's gonna be every 2 weeks. The Cool Spot. Check us out. Next event. What's today's date? What's 2 weeks from now? November 9th, 12th? November 12th. 2 weeks from now will be November 12th. We had some technical difficulties earlier, but we're going to have it all together by next time. So a little dark, but we have some footage for promo. So we have some dope stuff coming for you. It's going to be phenomenal. So I'm going to close out with this piece. Thank you, Lim. I see you, brother. Tip, what's up, Queen? I see you, sis. Carolyn, hey, mama. Hey, mama, how you doing? Thank you. So we're going to close out with this last piece, y'all. Hey, y'all, we're going to close out one more piece. Let's do one more piece, y'all. Hey, Johnny. We having a good time. We everybody in their zone, you know what I mean? All right, so check it out. Last piece we're going to do tonight, we're going to close out. All right, this is called A King's Mentality, and it says this. I am that tip of that heater. You had to strike the smoke, that hookah, that soothing sound before the snooze, the set bar, that ruler, that midpoint at the pride, but came before destruction. Because I took so many losses, but bounced back like bungees. I'm a piece of that crown from King Tut. I'm talking legacy with the gold finger, without a colorful journey or a sweet strut. Others deemed to try to carry the same, but seem stuck. Non-verbal agreements, more like contract ducks, that nod on a hot day we use to say what's up, that global warming on the playing field while those gerbils look really stuffed. Groundhogs take cover as I surface like the sun, intellectual street hitter, because you don't know if I got a gun. I am made in the image and likeness of thee. I am that comma. I am. Get the picture? 15 till that hour before 10. That short arm help you remember what that 9 was for. You want to slap 5, but that 4 brings you back to 9, while a simple prayer from the divine to help that arm recline. It's fire. I know it's 2 degrees below. I took charge of my perimeter. My worst day, 2 degrees short freezing temperatures, just cold. The information portal that'll take you into your own future. Those old cuts and unknowingly healed. Those old cuts are unknowingly healed with invisible lines and needles we call sutures. All standards are set to 1 degree. See, the second, the first is great, but the top is extraordinary. What's in that flush? What's in that flush after hands of prunes on a sick day? That volume of bald head chick. This the weekend. That volume of bald head chick sees the weekend, the income tax day. That red on one side merged with blue, making purple. The living image of sound in the flesh, the pure royalty. Displaying my own crown, Satan pushing over that back row checkered piece. King. That rook that'll slide on you, that rook that'll slide over and pray for you on the spot, that kamikaze pawn that'll fight for you and carry a few shots, that knight that'll carry a shield and bear arms, that bishop that'll find angles to infiltrate your discrepancies, that loyalty of a queen, but with moves that's trilateral. You know, pawn, rook, bishop, rook, queen moves. Yeah. People don't know the King mentality covers every piece of the card. I'm done, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank all of our guests and our audience for sharing.
Yeah.
Thank all of you guys, man. We love y'all. Thank you. Thank
This
you.
how it's coming back.
That's how it's coming back.
This how the reboot.
That's the reboot. Thank you, guys. Good stuff.